What's going on, guys? So as you can see, I just came out of a battle. Had a little bit of a technical recording issue, so here we are, starting all over again. So, this team, I don't know how I feel about it. And what team is it that you ask? Well, we should be seeing it just shortly. I say I don't know how I feel about it, but I just want to match with it, so let's see how it goes. So we have Duraludon, Riolu, Clefairy, Virizion, Wash Rotom, and Scarf regular Darmanitan. The idea behind this is I want to try to bring Coaching Riolu to at least a match this time. This is a slightly different version to the team I brought about 2 weeks ago where I had Clefairy and Dracovish. I think it was Clefairy and Dracovish. Anyways, it was the one with the Grimmsnarl and the Gigalith that my opponent had. The video title is Clefairy Says Hi. If you want to go watch that, go check that out. Hey look! Shameless self-promoting ads! Yeah! Crown Thunder's been out for about a week. Series 7 should be starting just shortly, I believe on November 1st, which means a lot of the legendaries that returned are going to be all over the place. So, you know, Landorus. Anyways, I'm hoping this is going to go good. Looks like I just found an opponent, so let's see where this takes me. Apparently I'm battling Ash Ketchum. Gotta catch him all. So there's Porygon-Z, which I gotta respect, Alola Ninetails, Pinkerton, and Raichu, Beartic, and Clefable. Clefable could probably have some redirection support. I'm expecting that to be Slush Rush Beartic. So my opponent's very fast. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a Scarf on the Porygon-Z as well. So I think we're probably going to want Duraludon, because there's 3 things on my opponent's team that is weak to Steel. I think we're going to bring Darmanitan in the front with Riolu. We'll bring Duraludon in the back, and I think we'll bring Rotom. No, let's bring Virizion, because a lot of this looks like it will take a lot of physical damage, so I think it's safe to play a little bit more on the physical scope of this. I really hope that doesn't come to bite me in the ass later, but let's find out. Ash Ketchum is ranked, or his number is 69. So many inappropriate jokes can be made there, but I am a higher ground and species of monkey. Double shiny, okay. So the nice thing about this is I'm Scarfed Darmanitan, and Riolu's Prankster will not have to worry too much about the speed. So I think Rock Slide is the safe play here, and we are going to just jump into a Coaching with Riolu to boost up my physical stats. And plus the animation for Coaching is just amazing, so if at anything there's that for this video. You get to see Riolu actually try something. First time ever bringing Riolu to a battle, so let's find out what it does. This thing's only had a couple of different sets since, well, a while, and I'm just getting around to finally using it. To my understanding, it's probably not as good as something like Clefairy, but let's find out what it can do. So my opponent's Dynamaxed Beartic, which can be scary because this thing gets a lot of different moves, if I remember right. But with this Coaching, in theory, Darmanitan should be able to... I mean, Darmanitan's not bulky to begin with, but at the same time, it should be able to... Ooh, look at that damage. Look at that damage. Bye-bye, Ninetails. That's probably the only KO I'm getting this entire match. Perfect. So I managed to take the max knuckle. The nice thing is my Scarf actually means I'm fast. Oh, it's Life Orb. My Scarf makes me faster than the Beartic. So I think... Oh, there's Riolu's Focus Sash gone. But I think what I can do here is use Coaching on Darmanitan one more time. My opponent does not have Electric Terrain up, so I don't think Raichu is going to outspeed me right away. So I think Rock Slide is still a safe play, and if it isn't, well, I still have Duraludon in the back. I'll have to be weary of the Max Knuckle off the Beartic, but Duraludon will probably be strong, especially if my opponent sets up Electric Terrain. I have Thunderbolt, so Duraludon will be able to at least use that Thunderbolt, or take advantage of the Electric Terrain by using Thunderbolt. So Beartic is withdrawing. So let's find out. This is probably going to be Pinkerton to set up Electric Terrain. Yep. So Darmanitan is probably going down this turn, but that's okay. Oh, Electric Seed. So there's the coaching, but that's not going to do me any good, because, let's face it, this Alolan Raichu's double speed is going to be way higher than my... yeah. So there goes Darm, unfortunately. Rising Voltage looked beautiful there. I've only used it against Dynamax things, so I never really got to see the animation, so it's my first time seeing it too, if some of you haven't seen it before. The nice thing about the Hail is if his Raichu is Focus Sashed, that's broken as well. So I don't know if I want to bring Virizion or not. I'm going to bring Duraludon. Dragon typing, being able to straight up resist electric is very nice. And I think Raichu is probably my biggest threat. So I'm going to G-Max Depletion into Raichu. And I think we're going to sub out Riolu as well, because Riolu's not going to really do much here now that Darmanitan is down and Virizion's in the back. And plus, I don't think, if I get rid of Raichu, I don't think Beartic can handle both of them at the same time. I mean, bold of my opponent to sub his Dynamax and burn it that way, but at the same time, it was a smart play on their end. But now they don't have Dynamax and I still have mine, so let's see what Duraludon can do for me. Hopefully it can do me some good. Skyscraper Dragon. Come on. Let's see what we can do. So there's the Rising Voltage into Virizion. Virizion's special... okay, Virizion's special defense is pretty high and it resists, but that's still a lot. That's disgusting. But that said, Raichu is gone, which means I can now safely deal with Beartic to an extent. I love the double Rising Voltage. That said, Pinkerton, I wasn't expecting to do much to me. I gotta get rid of Beartic. And may... oh, if I think I should try to preserve Virizion. I don't have Protect, which is kind of stupid for double battles, but at the same time, because of Max moves being able to Pierce, I gotta get rid of Beartic. And then that way, because Riolu's got nothing to beat Pinkerton. So, no, I don't want Quick Attack. I want Riolu to switch in. Okay, let's see how this goes. This could be bad on my end too, because I feel like Duraludon is getting attacked. But let's see how this goes. So Pinkerton went for a Sucker Punch. Oh, Superpower, that could be... we're good. I was scared for a moment there, but bye-bye Beartic. Bye-bye Ice Yogi. Bye-bye. For this team that I threw together within the span of a couple minutes, it seems to be doing me okay, at least. Now I just need to get rid of Pinkerton, and that should be it. I wonder... I'm going to try something. Because Riolu's Prankster also will work with Copycat, which shouldn't be a shocker to anyone, but I want to see what happens if I prank, or I go for the coaching rate, or the Copycat. Did it do what I think it did? Steel Beam! Most amazing Steel type animation. And that did nothing, but I just wanted to see Riolu fire a Steel Beam, because it turns out you do not need to be Lucario to fire a Steel Beam. And that's the game. So Duraludon did me good, and I am very happy about that. So we defeated our imposter Ash Ketchum, number 69. Right. We'll take some results. I think I'm going to do one more battle. Actually, let's see if this... That actually put me up a pretty good amount. So let's see what we get for an opposing opponent. I'm only going to do the 2 battles for this one. Yeah, part of the reason why I wanted to try that copycat was to see if Steel Beam would actually work if it was coming from a copycat user that isn't Pert Steel. I'm not really familiar with Steel Beam as a move, but I just wanted to see if it would work, more importantly, and apparently it does. Riolu has no offensive pressure at all, though, so I didn't expect it to do much. But it was kind of cool to see. So, anyways, that's my whole tangent on why I went for the copycat into Steel Beam to see what would happen. Okay, so we found an opponent. Let's see what they've got. This screams hardcore Trick Room to me. There's the Porygon-Z, the Dusclops, Comfy, both of which can get Trick Room. Actually, Porygon-Z can as well. G-Max Lapras, most likely. Alola Marowak, which is probably going to be their Trick Room Sweeper, and Gastrodon. So I see that, and Rotom just screams ew. So we're not going to bring Rotom to this one. Duraludon is nice because of the Steel typing. Stalwart will allow it to avoid any misdirection, but the problem is if they have Ally Switch. I think we're going to bring Darmanitan. See, here's the thing. If they lead Dusclops, that can be a problem with Virizion, and if they lead with Gastrodon, that can be a problem for Darm. We're going to bring Riolu. We're going to bring Darm. I'll have to be careful with Darm, though, because I'm probably going to need it for that Marowak. We're going to bring Virizion, and I think we're going to bring Duraludon as well. So let's see how this goes. I have a certain feline rubbing up against my leg right now, so that's why I'm leaning so awkwardly. Anyways, let's see how this match goes. My time has drastically just got short because of that text message that just rolled through. Porygon-Z and Comfy. Okay. I wonder if they're going to try Afternoon Trick Room. I doubt it, but it could be possible. So we're going to coach the Darm, and I think Superpower is the way to go, because I'll just switch Darmanitan out if, Oh, okay. So my opponent is Dynamaxing turn 1. This is going to be either really good for me or really bad for me. Because the nice thing about Dynamax is the choice items lose their effects at all. So this, at most, this is probably a Life Orb, which still does a lot of damage. But the nice thing is... Oh, Helping Hand. Interesting. Whatever's taking this is going to take a massive hit, and it's probably going to be Darm. That said, I kind of want to know how much this superpower is going to do. I'm also Jolly Darm because I'm planning on abusing coaching. Holy crap, that was a lot. That said, Darm is going to be obliterated right here. Yeah, there's no stopping that. That said, Superpower was actually pretty worth it. Because if anything, that Porygon-Z now is going to be going down to its own Life Orb, if at anything. So, same idea. We're going to coach the Virizion, and we are going to... Oh, are they going to Ally Switch? They might Ally Switch here, which could be bad. I'm gonna go for the Leaf Blade. If I hit Porygon-Z, I hit Porygon... Oh, Floor Healing. That's actually worse. Porygon-Z is going to get some health back, but that said, that should be KO range for a +1 Leaf Blade. So let's see how this works. I love that coaching animation, not going to lie. Get off the table. Alright, Porygon-Z is no longer here. That said, my opponent still has 3 Pokemon, and if Dusclops is coming in, there is probably going to be a Trick Room. And I don't understand what... Oh, yeah, there's Dusclops. But I have an idea. I'm still going to coach this turn, but the nice thing is, with Prankster Copycat, I might be able to reverse Trick Room if Dusclops goes for Trick Room on this turn. So we're going to try to get rid of the Comfey, because the one thing I don't want to see is a damaging, or not really a damaging move, Ally Switch, because that could be really bad. So coaching is going to power up Virizion to +2, which is a pretty good benchmark, because now my attack stat is doubled and my defense. I was expecting a little bit more than that, but it is what it is. So here's the awkward thing. If it goes for Giga Drain, it's going to ruin this Copycat. If it doesn't, though, then I'm going to reverse. I'm going to reverse the Trick Room. And we're going to Leaf Blade and try to get rid of this Comfey, because that is dangerous to me. Alright, so my idea didn't work, unfortunately, but at the same time, it's not the end of the world. If this Dusclops is going for a Will-O-Wisp and hits my Virizion, I'm Lumberry. I think I'm Lumberry. Pretty sure I'm Lumberry. Riolu's going for a little bit of attack damage into Dusclops, apparently. Nightshade. Survived that with 1 HP, which is very nice. And the nice thing is about Nightshade is it doesn't rely on your attack stat, it relies on level. So I can go for either another coaching into Virizion to go up to +3, or I can try to Nightshade something. Okay. This Marowak is probably bad news, though. The reason why I say that is, one, Virizion is weak to fire, and Duraludon does not like the idea of taking a fire attack either. But we're going to Dynamax Virizion for the extra bulk, see if I can tank it. At +2 defense, I should be able to. And at +2 attack, this Max Rockfall should be able to get rid of Marowak as well. In theory. We'll see how this goes. No, excuse me. So we got our giant Musketeer. Let's see where this Max Rockfall goes. The only problem about Riolu is it's going to... Oh, I went for Copycat apparently. Into Leaf Blade. I should have went for the coaching there. That said, Riolu put in more than enough work this battle, and if at anything, I got to showcase Riolu this video. Surprised there wasn't a Dynamax there, but that's okay. We're going to hit Marowak as hard as we can with this Max Rockball. And how much? Not seeing... Oh, there we go. So Marowak is down, so it's Duraludon and Virizion against Dusclops. Dusclops is going to outspeed me, unfortunately, and if this thing has Pain Split, it can be a little bit annoying. But I think between the 2 versus 1, we should be fine here. So, whereas I don't feel like having Steel Beam take half my health, I'm going to Flash Cannon and I'm going to max Overgrowth. And my opponent forfeits, so hey, that works out. We got 2 wins, not too bad. Riolu got to do some amazing stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty happy. This is where I'm going to leave it off, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Like I said, check out the Clefairy Says Hi video if you want to see what I did with Clefairy. I can say that's a good match anyways. A lot of back and forth. My opponent in that match played really well, but it was only the one match for that one, unlike this. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you liked the video. If you did, hit that like button. If you disliked the video, well, I'm not telling you to dislike the video, but any kind of feedback, I would greatly appreciate, whether it's positive or negative. This team I threw together within the span of maybe 5-10 minutes most. So didn't really know how it was going to play out, but hey, it worked out pretty good. Anyways, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.